Hi guys, Spartan765 here today. Today I'm doing a video on the Prepper series, and that's going to be titled, What is the best intermediate caliber carbine or rifle for shit it's the fan? Okay, well I'm just going to show you guys some examples here. Personally, there is no best carbine or rifle for shit hits the fan. Everything and every video you've ever seen, and including every video I have, it's all based on opinion. Some people may be favorable to an AK, an AR, an SKS, a SCAR, an ACR, a VZ58. All are great, great choices. But, you know, I'm just going to go over some different points here. Obviously, we're going to start out on the lower cost end here. Give me 1 second. So, first off, we're going to start out with the what I think, these are all great options, by the way, in my opinion, for intermediate caliber firearms for shit it's the fan. Whether you're bugging in, whether you're bugging in protecting your area or you're bugging out. First off, you know, you got the venerable little SKS. Now this particular SKS is a paratrooper, and the reason I pulled this one instead of one of my other SKSs with a longer barrel is because I would probably take this one over the other 3 or 4 I have with the longer barrels. The reason being, the paratrooper, it's nice and compact, it's lightweight. You know, you got a 10-round stripper clip feeding system, very quick to load. These rifles are very accurate. They don't have a lot of recoil. They're very handy. They're very multi-use. These can be used, you know, for defense. They can be used for hunting. They can be used for, you know, target shooting. They can be used for training. Obviously, though, the big cut back to the SKS is, yes, the SKS is an outdated weapon system. It's not, you know, it's not going to have detachable magazines. It's not going to have, you know, they are very reliable, but it's not going to have the reliability of the AK. I'm not going to have the optics mounting systems that you see on modern ARs and modern AKs, and that's fine. I mean, I know there is those stupid duck-bill detachable magazines and the stupid receiver cover scope mounts you could buy, but those are jokes. They're really jokes. If you have an SKS, keep the wood stock, keep the standard mag. Use stripper clips. That's the way it was designed. That's the way it works best. You're going to have way less malfunctions that way. Trust me, I've built SKSs, you know, with different stocks and stuff before, and the best way is the way the fucking gun comes. Now these can be had anywhere now. You can find them online for about $300 to $500, depending on, you know, what you're looking for. So they're fairly, you know, budget-minded weapon. You know, and like I said, they work. I don't like it when people bash these things because they are great little carbines. But anyway, on to the next opinion. All right, we're going to kind of go by price point here. Next up is going to be an option, you know, if you're maybe got a little bit more money. This is a VZ58, or this is actually the Century Arms version, which is the CZ or VZ2008. The only difference between this and the real deal, or the actual VZ58 made in the Czech Republic, is this just has the Century Arms billet receiver. That's pretty much it. Now, these are great rifles. These can easily be had for $400 a pop. They look similar to an AK, but they operate nothing like an AK. These are a short stroke system with a tilting, a falling block bolt system. They work phenomenal. They are very accurate, very reliable, very durable, very, very low profile, very thin, slender gun. This weapon here is a milled receiver, and it weighs less than a stamped AK. The version I have has a folding stock. I paracord the stock to make it a little more comfortable. Great option. These are great. The only bad thing about, you know, using this and shit hits the fan is, you know, if you bug out and something does break on it, the odds of finding parts for this are going to be pretty nil, as well as magazines. These do take a proprietary magazine. So this is the only gun that uses that particular type of magazine. Nobody else makes a gun that uses that, so the magazines cost about $30 a pop if you find them, which is a good idea to have about 10 of them like I do. Your next choice on the list is going to be your just basic AK. You know, this one is not a basic AK. This has got a match grade barrel in it, but you know, just for baseline AK look. Basic AKs like your Wasser 10s and stuff like that. I don't own one of those, but they can be had for about $5.50. This is a Lancaster Arms Rough Rider with a match barrel in it. AKs are great. They're never going to fail on you. If they do fail, it's usually the ammunition. But this weapon here, I've got probably 5,000 to 10,000 rounds to it. I've never had one weapon-related failure on it ever. The only failure I did have was some crappy ammo one time. The primers were falling apart and they were getting wedged in the firing pin. That happened twice. These are great guns. The AKMs are lightweight with a stance receiver. They do have an option on the side. A lot of them do for an optics mount, and we'll get into that later. But they're just great. Parts for these you'd be able to find. Mags you'd probably be able to find. The ammo, same as the SKS 7.6239. Very easy to source. It's a very common caliber in the United States now. Overall, AK, great choice. Next, we're going to step up to something else. It's another AK. It's going to cost a little more. This is a Zastava M70 NPAP. This is a Serbian-made AK, again with the optic mount on the side. This particular AK I have a Russian Cobra red dot on with a 1 MOA dot. I got this zeroed the other day at the range. Shoots phenomenal. We'll do 1.5 inch groups all day, no problem, with cheap, crappy ammo. This is a great AK. A little bit up there more in the price, about $650, and the optic was about $350. So you're looking at about a nice little almost $1,000 gun here. But they work great. The stocks are a little awkward on them. But again, it's another AK. It's a 7.62x39. So you think I'm just liking AKs. I'm actually a big fan of ARs too. We're going to step up from an entry to an entry-level AR platform. This is just a DPMS Oracle. If you don't really have a lot to spend, about maybe $550, this can be had for $550. I got this one for $400 for a special deal at Shooters Roundup last year, when they were pretty much, like I said, giving the things away for $400, so I couldn't resist. I had to buy one. Great little 5.56 rifle. This one does have a chrome line barrel. I've had people say that they don't, but this one does. I don't know if the Oracles did have a chrome line barrel for some period of time, or just the new ones do, but I know mine does. So yours may not. That's just something you're going to want to call DPMS and look up. I don't know why mine does, and other people are saying theirs don't. Other people are saying theirs does. Whatever. Not going to get into it. But these are great little 5.56s. Come with a standard, round handguard. They are completely flat top. So here I had just a cheap, crappy little Beresca red dot laying around that I got for free. You're probably looking at maybe a $40 little optic here. I haven't actually shot this thing yet, and I got a little, what is it, a towel or whatever the hell this is. Fab Defense, little foregrip I put on here with a Magpul Embus mount that I just mounted through here. The Embus mount did work, so whatever. But with a red dot, not a bad little option. But the bad thing is about an optic and a shit. It's the fan situation that's electronically powered. Is batteries. You're gonna want to keep batteries on hand or have a lot of them. That's why it's always good to have backup irons, which this does not. But this is just a little entry level option for an AR. Next, your next step up is going to be a little bit better AR. This AR has a bull barrel. This is a DPMS A15. This is actually a band rifle, in between the Clinton band from '94 to 2004. This actually, when I say band rifle, this is one that was for law enforcement use only. So this isn't one that's got the welded flash suppressor or any of that bullshit. This is actually kind of a collectible gun. But anyway, just going on the baseline of a basic, carry handle AR with iron sights, you cannot go wrong. You could easily shoot out to 500 meters if you have good eyes with these. 300, I say, is, 300 is pushing it for most people, but 500 can be had with iron sights in these, no problem. They pull really well. This one's got a Midwest Industries free float on it. Great for adding little stuff. I just like to keep this as irons. I like the way it looks. Got a whole grip on here. I like that grip. Other than that, that's about it for that rifle. I'm trying to go quicker here to keep the video time down, so you're not sitting here for a half hour. And that rifle right there would set you back probably about $700. Then we're stepping it up a little bit more. For reliability reasons, yes, direct impingement is great. It works, but you're constantly getting crap in your lower receiver from the gas tube. So, I mean, you might not be able to clean your weapon. So, the short stroke, this is a Sig 556, or Sig 516, what the hell did I say 556? I was thinking of the Ruger SR 556. This is a Sig 516. Short stroke. This has three settings. It's got one for a suppressor, one for normal operation, and one for adverse operation, meaning that the port's getting plugged and you need to kick it open one more notch so you can get your rounds to cycle. These will go thousands of rounds more than a DI gun will, as far as without cleaning the damn thing. Just for that simple reason, you're not having that small, long, narrow tube that eventually is going to get caked with carbon and plug, and you're going to get failures to eject. The short stroke, in my opinion, always a better option than the DI, but this costs about $1,600 just for this. Right, you see, just irons. That's it, $1,600 just for the base AR. We're going to step it up one more notch to what I would probably carry with me, like for shit it's the fan for bugging in, be my primary defense weapon. That is my Bushmaster ACR. I got a TLR1, like this entire gun right here is about $3,500 as it's set up. TLR1, grip pod systems, grip pod, metal reinforced. Reason I like that is if you're laying prone, you know, you got a good God, what the hell, I brain farted the word I was going to use. You got a good stable position to shoot from. There we go. Got an EOTech EXPS2 magnifier, but I am prepared for extra batteries. Same with the flashlight. Nice thing about the ACR is it's got, if I can get the fucker open. Oh, there we go. You can see I got 2 in the stock there. And then in the bottom of the grip, another 2. So just on the weapon alone, I can hold 4 spare batteries. So that works out great. Flashlight takes 2. Yeah, EXPS2 takes 1. So there you got 1 extra battery after you have to replace the other 2. You're not going to be running the flashlight constantly. It's more used as a dazzler effect if someone breaks in, you know, to strobe them or stun them. But this is a great rifle. One of these will set you back about $2,000 as it sits. The EXPS2 was about $6,000. It's not the one I bought it. I bought that right after it came out. This is about $550 for the magnifier. Grip pod was about $120. TLR1 was about, I think, 100 something. And then it's got, this one is got backup irons. These are just the Magpul M buses. Magpul M bus sights are crap. They work, but they're crap. I'm going to get some Troy sights on there, something like that. But anyway, yes, you're looking at this thing and you're saying, oh, well, that's kind of a stupid choice, Spartan. Why the hell would you want to carry something that heavy? Well, you're right. You know, anytime you put anything on a gun, it's going to be heavy. Everything adds weight. But I have a single point sling that I attach right here. And there's several single point button sling mounts on here, as well as a hook, a D-ring for God, I brain farted again. A clip-on single point sling. I mean, I think it's a great option. I mean, the gun weighs just about 9.5 pounds. I'd say, you know, 9.5 pounds is a setup. And, you know, that really isn't too bad. I've carried this around a lot. You know, went to the range to quite a bit, carried it around, you know. I'm very used to how much it weighs, how it points. For me, that extra little bit of weight doesn't bother me. You know, obviously, something like this here is going to be considerably lighter. You know, this guy here is probably about a pound lighter. But you know what? I don't really care. I probably got about a pound or so of gear on here, maybe a pound and a half. But it works just fine for me. It doesn't seem heavy. It balances right. This is my personal, what I would bring in shit as the fan. Yes, parts are going to be hard to find. But obviously, if I could only bring just one weapon, I would probably bring an AK. But obviously, I'd have more than one, or I'd hope to have more than one. But for home defense, for bugging in, this guy all the way. Love this weapon. Any comments, questions? Feel free to put your input in. Again, guys, these are just my opinions. You know, everybody likes different stuff. Everybody, shit, there's probably way more people out there that probably got way better ideas than I do about what's good. But that's my opinion anyway. Spartan 765 out.